Yeah, I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright. We'll be here next to you. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 VeVe and OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So I did not think I would be streaming right now. I was at my friend's 30th birthday. So it wasn't even kind of a surprise party, even though it was his birthday the other day. He works at a bar. We decided to surprise him at the bar, so that's where we were. And yeah, so let's get to it. On Earth 2, again, you don't, for those of you that missed my live stream last night and my live stream today, earlier on this morning, you don't have to actually go and view your properties in order to collect jewels. The only thing you have to do is you have to go on your profile, and then what you got to do is you got to click on the top right, go to where it says resources, and then on the resources it'll show you that page, and then what you're basically going to do is going to click the gems. It'll say claim the gems, and you just claim the gems right there, and that's it. You don't have to look at your properties. I had 30, was it 35 yesterday, or 34, something like that, and I had an extra 19 today, whatever it was. Now I have, because there are 60 gems that fit on one page, so 56, I have 54 gems. 54, 55, 6, 17, yeah, so I have 54 gems. I'm missing 6 slots, and now yesterday, the least one that I had was the black crystals, but today, the smallest amount that I have is the sandy crystals. The sandy crystals are the one that give you 0.5 sand production. Each one does a different thing. The black crystals, though, I still think are going to be the best and most sought after because they do two things: 0.5% coal production and an additional 0.5% oil production. So I don't know if it does both or if it's an either or, but either way, it seems like you're going to be using the black ones a little bit more. They have a little bit more utility, a little bit more uses. And again, each of them, you're going to be able to smash and hammer and be able to go and get a bunch of them to do a bunch of different things. So that was pretty cool. I have a bunch of notifications, so I'm just going to look at that, see what they are. It's not even loading. Oh, I'm not on the Wi-Fi, that's why. What we got here? Oh yeah, so it was Grill Master. Grill Master had won a tile yesterday, so I'm just going to mark all of these as seen. That was the only thing. Outside of that, I hope I'm on the Wi-Fi here. Yes, I am. All right, so we're good. Outside of that, I guess I made a little bit of a calculation error, but kind of like the way in Monopoly, you go and say like, oh, you have you land on the chance. A bank made an error in your favor. You get plus $100. I made an error in my calculations, and I actually have 22 million OMI. Aria Realty sent the rest of my OMI to me today, like literally just a couple hours ago, and I checked, like, oh, there it is, 22 million OMI. Speaking of which, I do have a message from someone. Okay, disregard. Yeah, Aria Realty's got 5 pages, so about 300-ish different types of crystals. I only have a little bit less than that. But either way, yeah, so I have 22 million OMI, which is a good error calculation, which is about, let's see what it is right now. Let's go over live price. I'll do a chart analysis. It actually, for the third time today, has hit over the 0.003 mark for the third time today. So that seems to be the resistance. The highest was 0.00308, and once it breaks there, I think like it will break, not going to all-time highs, but definitely probably getting to, I would say, actually afterwards, after that, the last one was probably, last one we had the spike up to 0.00347. That's back in, what was that? Was that June? That was it. Yeah, that was after Marvel was released. And after Marvel was released, was announced, it went up to 347 or 317. And then I think I was the catalyst because I bought like 20 or an extra $20,000 of OMI. So now I have 22 million. So I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22 million, that is. So I did have that, which I thought was interesting. Also, Kira TV. For those of you that don't know, actually, shout out to Nomad with Guitar for bringing me to this. I might have heard of Kira TV beforehand. I'm not sure. Page with about 80,000 84,000 subscribers, I think, gave me a shout out, did an entire like 19-minute video on me, on the real Randy Chavez. And I thought it was really cool. I've been getting a lot of comments, had a lot more subs, a lot more traffic. So shout out to him for that. It was basically Kira TV just calling me like a dumb person, but for the most part, it was fine. Out of all the people that have said a lot of mean things to me, there was actually the least mean. So I invited him out for a drink. Like, hey, if you're ever in New York City, we'll go out for a drink. He said, Kira TV said they do not drink, so I will say, like, that's fine. Sodas and steak are absolutely okay. I don't know how much it would cost for me to get advertise out to, like 20,000 people saw that. I don't know how much it would take for me to go out and advertise to 20,000 people, but that person did that for me for free. So shout out to them for that, bringing a lot of traffic to this page. Oh, sorry, I ate so much food today. Outside of that, we did have, let me see the OMI drop today, because they should have had it with OMI Daily News. I'll give that to you guys, and then I'll go towards the comments, and I will start answering all of those. I see y'all are hella active in the chat, so I'm going to go look at the daily OMI burn on Twitter and report to you guys what we have. And we burned 7.8 million OMI today. Very, very nice. So the total OMI burn since we have started is 7.1 billion still. So yeah, we burn a lot each day, especially every week when we have new drops. So let me go. All right, here we go. Comment section. 1 second. Oh, it's good water. Jerome Huese said, just in time to see Randy. Oh, thanks, Jerome Huese. Very hung. Very hung. That's a great name. Says, this man is a whole whale. I mean, I did eat a lot of, ribeye mac and cheese. So yeah, I am pretty big right now. I have eaten a lot. I really need to get back in shape. I got to cut out the drink. I got to cut out the BS, cut out the drinking, and definitely do that. But yeah, 22 million OMI is a very nice mark. I actually predict one of the biggest players, if not the biggest player in Earth 2, has 20 million OMI. So I think as long as she didn't get any more, I think I surpassed her. So I'm very happy about that. I haven't messaged her in a while. Predict, if you're watching, say, hey, how's it going? I'm going to message you soon. I miss you. But again, I would not consider myself a whale. I mean, can many people spend 5 figures on a coin like that? No. Can many people? No, but and as the number gets higher, 6 figures, gets less and less. But not that I've put 6 figures in. I don't even know if I've put 50,000. I probably put 50,000 in, give or take. But that's how much conviction I have in VeVe. And finally, I saw most of the interview with Alfred Khan and him just telling the story. He is exactly like me, or I'm exactly like him, where he sees different things. He works hard on it, getting licenses for Nintendo, for Cabbage Patch Kids, all these things. He just has an eye for really, really good companies, and so do I. So that's something that is very. There's something very like settling, very like Yoda's like Padme Amidala, seeing you alive brings warm feelings to my heart. That type of thing is just so good to me, because there's other people like me in the world. It's like the first time I ever started working at an animal hospital, and before then I was like the weird one that always really liked animals, and then like, oh, I'm around my type of people. They all love animals, and now I feel like looking at Alfred Khan, and not that I've obviously cited him a little bit before, but hearing his own story and his own words, like how I would have said it, it's like, there's someone like me. There's someone that sees something and goes all in for it. Doing that with Ninja Turtles, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. And again, they have him now for this. He's worked with all of these companies in the past. So that's why I was like, yeah, they have Marvel. That's why and I was obviously, vindicated to, confirm that they have it. But I'm in that same breath, the same way I said, yeah, they have Marvel. I'm saying, yeah, they have Pokemon, they have Star Wars, they have Disney, they have all these things. Again, that's not confirmed. Thank you guys for 5 likes and that $5 super chat from Rayfax. You have 136 jewels plus 80 jewels equals fun times coming on E2. Congrats, Rayfax. You have about 216 jewels. Fantastic. Good for you. That's a lot. That's what 3.5 pages, almost 4 full pages of jewels. So good for you. You're getting it. You're getting that bread. I'm very happy for you. Fun times coming. So again, as far as jewels go, I might have a what do you call it? I might have just like a hoarding problem. I'm just gonna, as soon as we're able to buy, because again, you have a bazaar, you have the bottom of that page, it says selling. I'm gonna be able to try to buy everyone's as soon as I can, because I don't want to use them, because yeah, if you take enough of them, oh, now you have 5% extra, now you have 20% extra, or if you have a really large property, now you're literally making double the amount if you have so many. I think it would take about 200 joules, but let's say if you have a property that produces all water, then you have 200 joules of water joules. Now you're producing double because they're 0.5% each. So two of them is 1%, so you need 200 for 100%. That'd be really cool to have. And again, some people will. I just don't want to do it just yet. I think joules will have a much more better. I think they'll have much more utility in the future. So as soon as we're able to spend them, I don't want to spend them yet. I want to be able to hoard them, because I know there's other people that are going to spend them as soon as they have them, because that's just what they do. They got a StarCraft mentality, spend as soon as they get them. Whereas I do not. So yeah, for watching that Alfred Khan video, I go and I say, like, yeah, this is the guy I want to. I'm gonna buy more. I have to. I don't want to buy more because I want to wait for the Earth 2 crypto to come out. I don't want to be like, hey, I don't want to buy more and then not have enough for the Earth 2 crypto or for the Earth 2 gameplay. So I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted exactly with what I'm doing. I see like the floor now at like 0.0024. I feel like that's a good support line. That being said, it had gone up to 0.0034 before, had back down to 0.0018, and ever since I started buying it, like 0.0021, it had gone up significantly from that. Going up a lot each day. Again, I'll let you guys know, because I don't want to wait a couple of weeks. Earth 2 still doesn't have their crypto, and then suddenly this is a half a penny now, with OMI. So again, I'll let you guys know. If I do buy, it'll probably be before San Diego Comic-Con. I have said that before, and I got it 2 weeks before San Diego Comic-Con, so I'll let you know. Fabulous Camping says, yo, Randy, it's been so long. I'm at a music festival. Fantastic. Got 58 joules. How about yourself? I have slightly less than that. I have about 54 joules. So we're right neck and neck with each other. Very happy. And again, thank you for being a Patreon member, Fabulous Camping. That does mean the world to me. Shout out to you. But yeah, very, very hung when say this man's a whole whale. I'm maybe like I'm a basic Pokemon, maybe a stage 2 Pokemon. I feel like a whale coming in would be spending like $1 million. I feel like, basic Pokemon, baby to basic can spend up to maybe 5 figures, like $9,999. Maybe I'm stage 2 because I can spend, 5 figures, give or take. 6 figures if I wanted to. I actually do have 6 figures worth of Bitcoin. So I could convert that into OMI if I wanted to, an extra 100,000. But that's just insane. You have to have some Bitcoin to hedge your bets in case everything else fails. Bitcoin will save you in the end. Again, just because that's the safest store of value, in my opinion, of what that's why I have 100 grand in there. I still have 200 grand worth of Pokemon cards that I'm trying to sell. So eBay down below. Moving on, Jerome Hueza says, got 60 more joules today. All right, clap it up, clap it up. Cy Knox says, King, Randy, Chavez. What's going on, Cy Knox? Oh, sorry about that break in conversation. I just had to hydrate there. Grillmaster, thanks, bro. Yeah, no problem, Grillmaster, who won my tile yesterday. Sana says, did I get tablet? Yes, I did. I got the fudge is this. I got a Tab 7 Plus S. I wound up getting that, and that's what I'm streaming on right now, because this is my phone. This is my phone that I used to stream on. Like this. Oh, I can see myself. And there's Dashy again. There we go. Yeah, so I used to stream on this. Like I used to set it up. I have toilet paper right here that I would set up, and the Tesla. Yeah, if you could see, toilet paper right there, and here's the box of Tesla that I have that I would stream on. The struggle was real, folks. I have so many messages. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is insane. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of people notification me today. What's up, Gen X? How's it going? Yes, our Synox asks if our Realty owns OMI. He does. He does own OMI. I'm not 100% sure how much he has. I don't even know if he has 1 million. He's got that. He's got a lot of stuff going on. But he does have he will have a new video out next week. I don't know what time. He recorded part of the video, but the audio was messed up. So he does have a new video coming out next week with a bunch of his jewels and all that. So definitely look out for that. And he does own OMI. I don't even know if he owns 1,000,000, but he owns a little bit of it. Jen X says, has anyone heard from Earth 2 Mastery? Yes, actually. It was like a week or two ago. He actually will be making more videos. He was on vacation for a while. He got back and said, yeah, not really much has changed with Earth 2. But again, that was like a couple of weeks ago. So we should be seeing more videos from him in the future because we have jewels now. And then after that, once we get resources and all that, he'll probably come back during that. So I have, so we're in like a couple of the same groups, and he has mentioned that. So I'm very excited for that. Grillmass420 says, yeah, I like messing with trolls a bit. Helps pass the time. Comments are good. Yeah, they are. Comments are great for the YouTube algorithm. So I remember that one scene in not Boys in the Hood. I think it was just Straight Outta Compton. Like the NWA story where I think it was Eazy-E. A bunch of like Christian, this Christian group got a bunch of NWA CDs, and they were like smashing it in the parking lot and like burning it. And Eazy-E is like, and do whatever they want with them. They bought them. It's like, say whatever you want about me. Free advertising for your 80,000 subscribers and people commenting on my videos for the YouTube algorithm. Hot dog. Only helping me. Gromass420 says, things are going to slowly fall in place, and everyone will understand the processes of building a Earth-sized metaverse. Yeah. I do feel bad for some of those people, though, that they just don't have the... I feel like they're falling onto a train. Like, it's not cool to like Earth 2 yet because it's not... it hasn't gone like mainstream yet, and it's like, oh, you're like this cult of weird gamers that, like you can't tell you're getting scammed. It's like, you're putting money in. How do you get money out? Okay, first, and again, I've gone through every single one of their, try to debunk every single one of their complaints, and it's very easy to go through. But I mean, you could make the argument, like, let's say like Mabinogi. It's an old school game my friend John Chan used to play, and you can buy some of those cards that you get like a CVS or GameStop, and you put money in. Do you get it out? No, because it's for the game. Now, that being said, like I'm really not 100% sure why they tried to do that with Earth 2, because Earth 2 you could take money out. It's not like in Mabinogi or in other games where you put game credits in. It's not like you can withdraw that. Again, if you can, maybe you can. I don't know. But this game, people have made so much money on it. And again, that, and for those of you that missed my video this morning, that new record, $65,000 for that, I think it was like $902 a tile, for those Statue of Liberty, which is insane. And you get a bunch of people saying like, yeah, well, they bought it for $902 a tile, and now they have like a 90% loss because it's only like really $59 a tile. So they overpaid for that. It's like, okay, well, no, they didn't pay for the tiles. They paid for the location. Like, the tiles right next to that don't mean anything because those tiles next to it don't have the Statue of Liberty on it. These tiles are worth that much because they have the Statue of Liberty on it. And it's like they weren't getting that. It's like, oh my God. So I tried to explain it to this one person like 3 different times. Like, listen, tiles that have like Pyramids of Giza, tiles that have, like Area 51 or the Vatican or the Statue of Liberty, don't abide by the normal tile laws, and they're not subject to the same prices because of what's on them. So yeah, I don't understand really why they didn't get it, but whatever. Wraithax, again, thank you for that $5 super chat saying that you have 216 jewels, and that equals fun times coming on E2. Can't heckin' wait. Where's my curry at? It says, more jewels? Time for me to check. Yeah, I think after like 10 o'clock, I was looking like all day, like, oh, maybe they're going to spawn at like 12 today, like 10, 12, 2. And I didn't find anything really up until after I came home. It was like 11, like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta make another live stream for this. So yeah. Barry Hung says, are you investing in VeVe collectibles too? I am actually. So I noticed that I was just doing a little actual research before looking at, actually I can show you guys right here. Looking at a couple of the rares, and I was talking to somebody earlier this morning that had we were talking about Gravity Falls, and if they had Gravity Falls, that'd be fantastic. Gravity Falls was so heckin' good. But, some of the shows that led up to that really was you like regular show or Adventure Time. So Adventure Time, when we were looking at that again, okay, well, it has a rare known as the Ice King, and the Ice King, there was only 3,250 of them, and a lot of people, a lot of younger people, let's say like 18 to 30, they know exactly what Adventure Time is. They know the story of the Ice King and how like sad it is for dementia and Alzheimer's, how someone could be there but also not really be there. So I saw like, yeah, there's only 3,250 that were made, so I actually bought one today. I don't even know how much I paid for it. I think it was like $100, because, and I'll tell you why. Excuse me. It was number 621, so it was under 1,000. It was like the lowest pop that I could find. That was not like $3,000. So I have Death, I have Batman, I have Ice King, I have two of those Harley Quinns, I have Superman, I have the Ultraman, I have a DeLorean. Oh, and I have this Nessie. I don't know if you could have seen all of those. So I have those right now. I don't go super hard in them. I might have spent maybe $1,000 on them. I got this just because, again, Superman. For those that don't know, Superman in here, we bought it at like they dropped it like $50 per one, but there's only 8,888 of these, and now literally they are. I think the minimum you can find them for is 369 gems. So they literally 7x'd. Oh god, you can't even see them. You can't even see the gems, but yeah, they literally 7x'd inside of like 3 weeks. It's insane what some of these collectibles do. Where's my courier says tips on how to get more jewels. Right now, we don't know. It's sporadic, and they do say that if you have the bigger properties, you have a better chance of getting jewels. Now, I got a lot of jewels yesterday. Got like 34, 35, and I only had 19 today. So sporadic. And I actually had more tiles today than I did yesterday because I bought some. Alan Wang says, just buy more lands. Yeah, pretty much, and you have a better chance of getting more jewels, more lands. Grandmaster Wallace says, have you gotten a second round of jewels? I did. I got 19 more today. Growmaster says, I just collected mine before this live. So did I! Like 5 minutes beforehand. Gen X says, what's up with the EPLs? I don't know. I don't think anything. Last time I checked. I'll check again right now. Let's go to Antarctica. Let's go to... Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, EPL says the same. Choosing your own EPL will become available using Essence in the near future. I don't... Yeah, resources still not able to do anything. So yeah, right now it doesn't seem to... Oh, would you look at that? The real Randy Chavez being sponsored there on Earth 2. Thank you, Earth 2. You guys are great. But yeah, the EPLs should become... They haven't mentioned EPLs yet, though, in the last like couple weeks. They've mentioned Essence, they've mentioned Ether, which is pretty heckin' cool. And, they've mentioned Phase 2 and resources and jewels, but they haven't mentioned EPL in a while yet. So that's probably on the back burner for right now. Synox says, you should put Earth 2 crypto money into OMI and take it out when they release it, because we're only going up from here, maybe. It's a good idea. I might, yeah, maybe OMI or Bitcoin. Because OMI is hard to buy and sell just because it's a lot of fees to do so. Bitcoin, there's a lot less fees. So I might have to do that with Bitcoin if I'm going to do it. And then, yeah, so I'll let you guys know, because I also don't want to put it into anything, and then suddenly when I sell it, it takes a day to settle, and then I wire it back to my account, and then by OMI. So I'd rather it just, or the Earth 2 crypto, I'd rather just keep it in the account for right now, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. Again, that's just my strategy right now. Like when it comes out, I don't want to have, like 30, 40 grand tied up somewhere else, and then I can't get it back for a couple of days, and by the time I get it back, starts down here, and now it's up here. It's like, well, fudge, Ow. Sam Bren finally hit 1 million OMI this week. Congrats, Sam Bren. Keep it up. Ow. Grandmaster Wallace says, always stick with Samsung. Yeah, 100%. I would not get Apple. Would not get. Just my opinion, just my preference. Synox says, yeah. Synox says that Sam Bren will be a future millionaire. Absolutely. Definitely before the end of the decade. I think by end of 2026, but we will see what comes first. All right, says, I can't wait till the Immutable X move is complete. Yeah, that'll be great when OMI goes over to Immutable X on the Ethereum blockchain. And I also think that the Earth 2 crypto will be on the Ethereum blockchain as well, especially when Shane said Ether, as since Ether, as in Ethereum. So it just makes a lot of sense that we would be on there. When Ethereum 2.0 comes out, honestly, that's probably when the Earth 2 crypto will come out, when Ethereum 2.0 drops. Just because Ethereum on that blockchain is just so many gas fees, but Ethereum 2.0, no gas fees. So yeah. Gen X says they're doing a survey about jewels over at Dorkslayer's Facebook group. Oh, that's really interesting. I would really like to get the data from that, so I'll definitely go and check that out. Gen X also says you got to get in with Panini to get their NFTs. They are sports, but people pay big money for some of the cards. I bought 2 packs last week for $20, and people keep trying to buy my LeBron for $75. LeBron's always going to be a big guy, a big money grabber. So yeah, and when I say that, not he himself, I don't know, maybe, but people are going to want to pay for him because he's one of the best ever. So it's really interesting to see that. I don't know anything about Panini, so I will have to do research on that and get back to you. Rudra Godkey says, where are the jewels visible? So it seems to me right now, thank you guys for 10 likes, is when you go to your actual profile, you click on that, and underneath profile, it says resources. So you click on resources, and they do auto-populate right here. So as they auto-populate, you'll just see one spot that says claim jewels, and then you just claim the jewels. So I really can't wait to fill that one page, by tomorrow. That'll be really fun. And then I can have a full page of jewels. Moving on. Where's my curry at? It says I got 5 today with 778 tiles. So 8 total with 209 properties and 778 tiles, which is great. So you got more today than you did yesterday, which is fantastic. I had less today. So again, it seems to be sporadic, which again, I like. I like that it's random. And I like that some people that have less than I do get more than I do, because again, that just gives it kind of a fairness to the game, which I like. Where's my curry at? It says profile on the top right, then click resources. You got it. Connor says, hi, Randy, my financial advisor. Yeah, so a bunch of people they're saying, like, we're going to sue you because, like, you give bad financial advice. Like, guys, literally every single video I say, and I have that in the description, that this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, although I was in my last business. So yeah, people are crazy. Like, if they try, all right, that case is gonna be thrown out so heckin' quickly. But yeah, again, like, if I talk to my girlfriend, say, Danielle, hey Danielle, you should do this. Nope, I'm talking to my girlfriend, not talking to y'all. 11 likes now. Oh, 12 likes now. Oh, thanks, guys. Actually, what I like to do nowadays, that the last 2 days, I like to go to my my channel, and on my channel, it will show me going live, and I'm gonna view myself on my phone, and I am going to give myself a like. Now I have 13 likes. It's so great. Investor Ali, it's been a while. I mention you all the time. Investor Ali, I have 22 million OMI now. I still think you have like more than double of what I do. But yeah, you, JP, Alex, a bunch of people, yeah, got a lot more than me. I finally passed my friend Predict, I think. Literally, like, when I had like 2 million ohms, she's like, yeah, I got 10 million. I was like, what? So finally, I'm getting close to her. I have like 8.2 million ohms. Like, getting close. Like, yeah, I got 20 million now. Like, are you kidding me? So now that I have 22 million, hopefully I passed her. But if she comes back to me tomorrow and she's like, yeah, I got 30 million, I don't even know what I do. I don't know what I do. I sell some Bitcoin for more OMI, and I can't buy another $20,000 worth of. I can't. That's so much. That's so much. I can't. Oh my god. But be worth it in the future. I don't know. Like, I Predict, I think, is too powerful for me. I don't think I can try to take her on in like a who can buy more OMI game. It's too much. I mean, it's great for you guys. Every time we buy OMI in those big blocks, you have those green candles and it goes crazy. So congrats to you guys. Gen X says Panini is like the Louis Vuitton of sports cards. They also do Marvel cards. That is really interesting. I really have to check those out. Connor's got another 10 jewels. Get that bread, Connor. Uh, Grandmaster Mawile says, "You're not our financial advisor." Wink, wink. That's like that, what's her name? Agatha Caulfield or Agatha Harkness from WandaVision, where she's like, I love that meme where it's her and then it's like a cat. So it's like, oh, cat's only going to stay a couple of days, me and the cat. And they're both winking. Uh, Connor says, "I know, Randy. We should always use our own mind." Yeah, definitely do all your research. Look at if I am, if I say like, yeah, you know what, I'll put a grand or two in it. It's probably like a coin flip. But if I say, yeah, I put like 5 figures in there, it's like, oh, this, even if it is a coin flip, even if it's the roll of dice, that's weighted dice. Randy Chavez behind it a lot. Now that being said, in a couple of years, when I don't just have a couple $100,000 anymore, when I have a couple of $1,000,000, that might be different. 10 grand might be a coin, throw 10 grand at something, that might be a coin flip. But then, throwing in 100 grand, that might be similar to what throwing in 20 or 30 grand is right now. I don't know. Again, I do have that habit of going all in. High risk lending, Tesla, Pokemon, obviously Bitcoin, OMI, Earth 2. This is actually the first time I've had 3 separate things at once I'm going all in. And I did have the high risk lending, I did have Tesla, I did have Pokemon at once, and it was insane. And then Earth 2 at the same time as well. But then I closed down the businesses just because it's getting too much. I'll let you guys know, because again, there is only so many things that I want to go all in for, just because I don't like being pulled in too many directions at once. Although now I'm in 3, so if I find something else, I'll keep adding to it. I don't know. Rujo Godkey says, any good land under $1 that you can suggest? I would say go to was it New Guinea, Papua New Guinea, or New Guinea? Actually, I could tell you right now. What I did yesterday, like stupidly, not stupidly, is I went and I bought tiles in Bafada, Guinea-Bissau. I don't know if you could see where it. I don't know why this doesn't show up, like all the. I don't know if I can make it darker. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, so right there, that's where I bought. But I bought new tiles. So what you could do is what I might do right now is Bafada, Guinea-Bissau, is go to the marketplace and filter by country. Let me see if it's Guinea. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Sorry. All right, so yeah, Guinea-Bissau is on there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can't see it, but Guinea-Bissau is on there. And then you look at Class 2 tiles, they're literally 40 cents a tile. So that's what I would do. If you want to do that, you can get them literally at 40 cents a tile. Get these 40-something% off. And you could do that in any place that's literally like 70 cents or below. You do that, you get them 40 cents a tile. So again, it's not a bad idea. Again, what I actually have a couple of properties listed for sale in the United States. Why? Because they're Class 2 properties. If I sell the Class 2 properties for $25 a tile, let's say I sell one tile for $25, and then I take that $25 and I buy so much, 100 tiles, that'd be $4. No, let's say I sell 2 tiles, sell them for $41. I could buy 100 tiles in Guinea-Bissau, literally for that. So I get 50x on my return, just on tiles, and those tiles are going to produce the same amount of resources as they would in America because they're all Class 2. But so there's really that's what I'm doing. The only reason why you would not want to do that is maybe because, okay, well, Earth 2 tiles are worth the most, and maybe that could have something. Thank you guys for 15 likes. That means the world. Maybe those tiles in the future mean something because they're worth more. Maybe they have more utility. You can be able to do more with them. So now that I have the 30-minute Patreon member shout out, what are we going to do here? We're the kids in America. Oh, we're the kids in America. Oh, everybody let the music go round. Na 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 na. So they were playing Cascada in the gym today, and I was like, "Oh, girl!" Yeah, and it was happened to be. It was like the Jimmy Neutron soundtrack where they had Cascada sing "Kids in America." I think it was Cascada. Don't quote me on that. But she has Kids in America on her first album, or on the album that, Every Time We Touch. So that's what I think. Grandma Swallow says, take out personal loans for OMI. So honestly, I told my friend Tyler, like, listen, you have a house, you have good credit, and let's say you have 200 grand equity in there. Take 100 grand out and buy. He loves Ethereum. It's like, all right, well, listen, buy Ethereum. If you don't want to buy Bitcoin, if you don't want to buy OMI, take that 100 grand out. You pay the 3% that you do by taking out equity line of credit, and then get the Ethereum, and then just stake the Ethereum. You get like 6% each year. So literally, you're just getting free money. You're making money with that. Plus, the Ethereum's going to go. But he's not doing it. Freaking moron. Like, I don't. Now, again, that's my friend Tyler. That I know that I 100%, and I could say that because I could say he's a moron. He's my friend, and he has more guns than I do, so I have to apologize to him if he's watching this. But yeah, there's really no reason not to do that. Again, if you're my friend Tyler, that as a, what do you call it? A house that, let's say, is he's got 200 grand equity in, he can get an equity line of credit for $100,000, pay 3% on that per year, buy Ethereum because he loves Ethereum, and then literally stake that Ethereum, get 6% a year. That 6% more than covers the 3% interest. Free money with that, and he's got more Ethereum that's going to go through. If any of my friends have that ability to do that and they're not doing that, they're freaking morons. They're freaking idiots. Like, don't even talk to me. Don't talk to me, criminals. Oh my God, I hate that. So that was a reference to Anthony Anderson in the first Transformers movie. Show Me the Money says, what's your drug of choice? I personally like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. They are, that is definitely one of my favorites. And was the nail polish for Pride Month? No, this happened, for those of you that are pretty new. It happened last year. There was a blackout where I was, and the guy that I lived with, we had no electricity for a while, and his daughter was like hella bored, like always into like Minecraft and into Among Us, computer stuff, but we had no electricity, so she couldn't do any of that. So I was like kicking her ass in Uno, like draw four, reverse, and like I got hustled. She's like, hey, if can we make like a bet? Like if I win this next round, I can like paint your nails. I was like no. Is like, but if you win, you can like, I don't know what it was. It was like I get her Nintendo Classic for a week or something like that. I don't remember what it was because I lost the bet. I was like, all right, bet, and then she kicked my ass the next game. I was like, ah. So I was like, so about the nails, she's like, I'm painting them black. I was like, all right, that's kind of emo, so like I'll take it. And then people liked the black nail polish, and then when it went away, people were like, no, bring it back. So I was like, okay, all right. So every now and then I go and I paint my nails black. I'm actually getting them professionally done next week because I am. Yeah. So we got here. Hodl Yoda says, you have lots of OMI, Randy. You're going to be a multimillionaire. 100%. 100%. And again, that's what I have right now. That's not including the 3 Bitcoin that I have. It's not including $200,000 Pokemon cards that I have right now. And the amount I have in Earth 2, and the amount I'm going to put into Earth 2, and the amount that I'm going to put more into OMI and Bitcoin. Yeah. The goal is to have a lot more. I think the goal would be to have a lot more OMI. Is to have 34 million by the time it hits $3. Because if I have 34 million OMI, by the time it hits $3, that's $100 million. So yeah, that's something that I 100% want, just because that's 100 millionaire status. One, I'm not even a millionaire yet, and I'm already planning 100, Deca and 100 millionaires. But at $3 per OMI probably won't be until the end of 2030, in my opinion. So about 9 years from now. But again, I'm only 30, so I'll still technically be in my 30s when that happened, which would be absolutely insane. But yeah, I think Deca Millionaire, again, when this reaches $1, I think by the end of 2026. Excuse me. Grandmaster Mao says, "What's in your wallet? Credit cards? I don't even know where I put my wallet, actually. Oh, it's over there. No, my wallet is actually. I have some of my old. It's my old military ID, where Armed Forces of the United States. See if that shows up there. Okay, that's what it was. Well, actually, that's the ID. That's not the CAC card. CAC card just stands for Common Access Card. That wasn't a, what do you call it? This is the thing they gave me after I left the military. And then I actually have some of my licenses on here, which was, I'll show you guys in another video. I'll do like a military reacts. But I had a bunch of these vehicles that I had on my license. It's really small. I don't know why they do that. And this is just in case I ever get called back. I was like, all right, got these vehicles on my license. Actually, what happened was on December 18th, 2020, so within a year ago, this card actually expired, meaning that they can't call me back. Like on December 17th of last year, if they were to called up and said, hey, we need you back, I would have had no choice. I would have had to go back because I was still under contract with the military. But as soon as December 18th hit, I did not have to go back anymore. So if they can still try to call me back if they want, and I have the option to decline. I did pass Buckley Space Force Base the other day. I thought that was pretty interesting, but I don't think I could anymore. Just because I have too much money. After a certain amount of money, I think they say you can't serve because it's a conflict of interest. But also at the same time, I think I could do a lot more help for the world and for animals as a private citizen than as a member of the military or even Congress or senator, or people wanted me to run for president the other day. Yeah. Show me the money says, any updates on the Cybertruck purchase? Yes, actually. The Cybertruck I won't get it until next year. I won't get one of them until next year. The other one probably the year after, because we have to wait for Giga Texas to be putting out Cybertrucks, and that won't be putting out Cybertrucks until Q4 of this year. So probably towards the end of this year. So I won't probably get it until spring of next year, give or take, maybe in Q2. Besser Ali says, how active are you on Earth 2? Very active. I go on the app every day, every single day. And clearly because I have, 22,000 tiles, and I have a bunch of jewels now and everything. I'm the most active YouTuber on Earth 2. There's a Twitch streamers Guidebook Gaming where if you want free tiles, go watch their stream. Link down below. Their tiles are class 1 that they give away, and they also they stream every single day. It's Nameless and King Tech Ops. They're amazing people. Love them. Grandmaster Wallace says personal loans for Pancake Swap. That's the other thing. Pancake Swap gives you like 70%. CRO gives you like 12% each year, but Pancake Swap literally gives like 70%. It's ridiculous, and it's crazy to say. It's like, Chavez, why don't you just put it all in Pancake Swap then? Put your Bitcoin into Pancake Swap, and you make literally 100 grand, 70 grand next year. Okay, well, Bitcoin I think is going to more than double, so it's going to go more than 100% this year. I actually think it's going to be at more than $100,000 this year, so close to triple. So it's really weird when you have to turn down something that is going to increase 70% in 1 year because you have other things that are going to do more than that. Again, this is just my opinion. Croner says, I've been following you for about 6 months now, and I can honestly say that your mind is a vault of information. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you. That does mean a lot. And also, I was showing someone today the guy that got the real Randy Chavez tattoo on his arm, and I was like, okay, well, I can't mess up now. Like I can't lead anyone astray because that's, if I ever get caught doing like a racist joke or I'm mean to someone, then it's like, and I get like hashtag canceled, then a bunch of people say like, oh, well, this guy is an a-hole. Anyone who likes him is an a-hole. And then this guy has me on his arms. Like, oh my God. So I have to try to be like Captain Steve Rogers, like Captain America, like try to be the best person that I can, which I try to do anyway, but now it's like super have to try to do it. But yeah, thanks, Connor. That means a lot. Mr. Wild says, trillionaire OMI, 100 million in pancake swap. So trillionaires too much. There is a chance that, let's say, again, by 2040, 19 years from now, where I think OMI could be $10 a coin. Again, 2040, 19 years from now, I think it can. So at that point, let's say I hodled for 19 years, and I have at that point still 30 something million OMI. That's over $250 million. That's 200. That's if it's $10 a coin, and I have 34 million of them. That's like $340 million, which is a lot. But I don't think I'd hodl for that long because one, I'd still be in my 40s at that time. But there's no point in hoarding everything like a dragon. I want those philanthropic goals. I want those philanthropic goals to be filled before I'm 40, like well before I'm 40, in my 30s. So to hold for that long, I don't think I would do. That being said, again, cashing out at $3, which I wouldn't do wholly. I would cash out, maybe a certain amount at $3, maybe half. So this way I would have, like $40-50 million to play with, where I'm able to go and say, okay, by that time, I'm sure there will be other investments. Even by 2026, the end, when I believe this is going to go to $1 at the end of 2026, cash out, let's say 10 million coins, $10 million, then I can put in 100,000 or even $1 million into something that I think is, could be like the next Tesla, or like, the Tesla for, let's say we have smart belts at that point. The AI has come full fruition, and we have smart belts saying like, okay, well, yeah, you've gone up like 2 belt sizes, so we're not going to let you order food now, or something like that, and it helps people save lives. Or what I would really love to do, what I have done before, at some point I was one of the highest 50 investors into, it was 500 investors into, it wasn't IMUC, although I did put a lot into that, or maybe it was IMUC. Immunocellular Therapeutics, it was back in the day, it's not a good company anymore. But I love companies that try to fight glioblastoma. It's the most aggressive form of brain cancer. So I would like to fund a lot of people's research in the future. That is something that I plan to do with my money. For those of you that don't know, for the most part, it's all going to buying wilderness areas, being the Brown Steve Irwin. But funding that type of thing would be cool as well. And then also just, Elon Musk is helping people getting, Neuralink, Neuralink, but also Starlink, where basically giving the world cheap internet, and just tapping into people's brains so that, now these places in Africa that aren't focused on schooling at all because they have to focus on trying to find clean water, and they're boiling leaves and eating the paste because they have no food. Once you get them clean water and internet and renewable energy, now they can start focusing on school, and you basically tap into an untapped brain market, and a consequence of that is given the rise of a couple more 100 geniuses, and one of them can help the world a lot more than I can. The only thing that I can do, I really think, is really just get a lot of money and fund all these amazing people and all these amazing projects, and just try to save animals and all that. So moving on. Investor Ali says, what's the dollar amount of OMIs you want? Well, the dollar amount, I want it to go to whatever I have now. 22 million OMI is like $60,000, I think, give or take. I want to have 34. I want to have enough to be 100 millionaire when I cash out, or at least partially cash out. Just because I want to be able to take that money, do things with it. A billionaire is, again, that's not outside of the realm of possibility, because I literally went from like $3,000 to $100,000 in 2.5 years. From May of 2017 to October of 2019, I 33x'd my money, and I went from $3,000 to $100,000 by that time, and since then I have 5x'd my money. So from 2019, so in about a year and a half, I 5x'd my money again after that. So So to say that if I have $100 million, all I'd have to do is 10x that money again, which again, I know that that seems insane because I don't even have $1 million right now, but I have done this multiple times before. Taking my money and doubling and tripling, and again, 33xing in 2.5 years is insane, and then to 5x again after that in another year and a half is also insane. And because of what I'm doing right now, there's a really good chance that I become a millionaire by the end of the year. And then what I have to do, I just have to keep on doing it, keep on doing exactly what I'm doing, living like, I don't want to say living well within my means, continue to do intelligent investing, innovative, smart investing, keep going. And I'm not saying to follow me, but if I'm talking to my girlfriend Danielle, I said, listen, don't buy a house right now. Rent something, take that 100 grand, just buy Bitcoin. If OMI's too confusing for you, just buy Bitcoin. I'll make her a millionaire before the end of the decade as well. I'll make her a millionaire before she's 50. I'll do it with my other friends. I'll do it with my friend Dan. I'll do it with my friend John, Meg, Nick, Ty. If they had followed me from when I had started all this, which they had more money than me. When I first started, when I got out of the military and I did 1 semester of college, May 15th of 2017, I had about $3,000. Actually less than that, but I'm giving myself $3,000 just because it was about that. Yeah, and again, if I'm not saying, if you follow me, you'll be a millionaire. You could retire in 4 years. That's what I did, but I almost killed myself doing that. Like it aged me almost as much, if not more, than the military, which was pretty hard by itself. And people that have more money than me, like JP, Alex, Investor Ali, a bunch of these guys, Raythax, I think Ari Realty might have them. I don't know. That have more money than me. If again, what I do is crazy high risk and is crazy volatile, but that's how I made it. That's how I made it here. I didn't listen to classic investing. I didn't listen to anyone saying like, oh, you should only put 5% of your money in any one investment and diversify. It's like, okay, but yeah, you don't lose that much if company goes down. But why would you? If you're so sure that a company is going to do really, really well, if you're so sure that your money, why hide it? Why just go all in? Again, that's what I did, knowing that it could go kaput at any time. Maybe you could make the argument, well, you got lucky with high risk lending, although you can't really. You have to know what you're doing. Maybe you say, oh, you got lucky with Pokemon cards because you bought in at the right time. Maybe you got lucky with Tesla because you bought in at the right time, and everything else. You got lucky because you found Earth 2, before everyone got in. Okay, sure. Did I find Bitcoin at the right time? No, I passed on Bitcoin in 2014. I did. OMI, I had people tell me about OMI in February when it was 4 zeros, but I don't always get there in the nick of time. I get there because I know exactly what it's going to do in the future. Short term, I don't know, but in the long term, I do, and that's what I think. Again, billionaire is not outside the realm of possibility. Again, and for people that have more money than me, if you're doing exactly what I do, like I'll just go with, let's say, Investor Ali. Yeah, if you're doing what I'm doing, there's a decent chance you get it well before I do. If you're not a billionaire already, I don't even know. Investor Ali invited me to Dubai a couple times, right? Which we'll go. What was it, when OMI hits $1, something like that, give or take? I'll go before then. But so yes, I am very lucky. I was born lucky, but also I go all in on these investments because I know what they're going to do. So yeah, not financial advice, not financial advisor. Donate to military for updated equipment. They have like the best. Actually, no. They have the most expensive equipment, but as far as best equipment, yeah, we get a lot of broken stuff in the military, especially for training. For training, we get nothing but broken stuff. Deployment, yeah, it's a bit better. Synox says, oh god, what did I do? What did I do to my face? What? All right, I'll fix this. This is an annoying thing. There we go. Synox says, I'm buying OMI right now. Bitforex always freezes. Yeah, Bitforex is a pain to fill those orders. Ruger Godkey says, there was a thought in my mind. Is it good if we buy a bunch of tiles individually, one by one, so that it would create easier to sell later? You can do that if you want. It's just, I wouldn't do it just because it's too time consuming for me. If I want to buy 750 tiles, I'm not going to go spend 3 hours doing it. I'm just going to do a whole thing and get it at one swoop. if you want to do that, if you have the time, it's like, yeah, it got more time and money, then let me go do this, and yeah, if you want to, sure. Especially, I think it was HD Rock wants to make a hot dog stand in every single mega city, and when I guess he had mentioned that for a couple of months now, but my first video on Earth 2 that I did, again, because I'm from New York, mostly, I live in New York for most of my life, I said, you can do whatever you want. You can make like a hot dog stand. And as soon as I did that, everyone on Guidebook Gaming freaked out. They're like, what? Hot dog stand? HD Rock? Is that where you got the idea from? And it was so insane. It was so fun. Fun to hear everyone freak out like that. Join RAR says, we must keep Tech Ops and Randy Chavez away from the cancel culture. Yeah, try to... but also, that would be not a good thing. But that would be something where I could actually see someone that's a big fan, subscriber of mine, trying to cancel me, because that means that I won't get too huge. That means that I won't get 100,000 subscribers. That means that these types of things where I have 30 people in the chat and I could answer everyone's questions. That'll continue forever. And part of me wants it to. But the other part of me kind of knows that it will grow, and it should grow, because I want it to get bigger, because the more people I can reach, the more people I can help, the more money I can make, the more animals I can help. But I could picture some, I like it like this. I like answering everybody. I like seeing the same people every single time. And I love that. And maybe at that time, I'll make my own private Discord for like the OGs, people that got in, beforehand, or right now, before I get too big. And maybe at that point, we'll just, kind of chat in there. Okay, where am I? Investor Ollie says, would you ever manage other people's assets? Yes, actually. I have done this before, actually, in my old investing business, in the high-risk lending. I would say, like, listen, well, not 100%, actually. It would be along the lines of, hey, this is the money I'm giving you. This is what you said you can't. These are the 3 options you laid in front of me of what you can do. Like, do this. And I would essentially tell them what to do with it. But I actually tried to make almost like a Pokemon ETF or a Pokemon bank, so that I could take other people's money that already had other investments, but they give me a certain amount of money. I buy cards for them, and then I manage that. It never worked out, because and a reason I could have done it, because there was a gray area in there, but that might have been snuffed out eventually. But I would manage other people's assets, because again, if I have, only, let's say right now I don't even have $1 million, but I know, again, right now, what would I do? Like, if somebody doesn't know what to do, and yeah, $1 million, go nuts. Okay, well, Bitcoin, OMI, and then I would stake with Crow, Pancake Swap. I'd put a bunch into Earth 2 crypto when that comes out. But yeah, for the most part, what I do, it's just the same playbook. It's just gonna be a lot of crypto, and then maybe if they want to diversify, if they only want a certain amount in each. Okay, well, I guess Tesla, I guess Square, I guess a bunch of these things, but that's why I don't have like a million different things. And again, I don't like shorting companies. I don't want to make my money on on the default of other companies. I would like to instead, just do it based on watching companies thrive, and maybe doing startups, angel investors. I don't know. Yeah, if you want to talk about that, Investor Ali, if you have people, let me know. I would definitely do that though. George17 says, is Trust Wallet decentralized? Also, did you see the Al Khan interview? This will hit $1. And it's possible it does hit $1 before 2026. Again, Bitcoin was the first one to reach $1 trillion market cap. By the end of the decade, mark my words, it will be the norm. You will see the top 10 cryptos, many of them, if not all, will have $1 trillion market caps. Mark my words on that. Will OMI be one of those? Probably not. I think that's too young. OMI's too young. But that doesn't mean they don't need to be $1 trillion for them to have a dollar market cap. Because again, a lot of OMI is burned. 7.1 billion OMI has been burned already. And a lot are going to be burned in the future. They're going to have massive burn days when they switch over to Immutable X, Ethereum. There's going to be a lot of more burn in the future because of the utility of the token as well. Because for the VeVe verse or for games or what have you. Yeah, the Alfred Khan interview was insane, and yeah, only to the heckin' moon. To the heckin' moon. James Good says agreed, way before 2026. Hope you guys are right. Hope you're right. North American Hemp. Oh, before I get to that, it is our hour-long Patreon member shout out. Let me go to. Let's do old school. Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Gotta love old school doo-wop. North American Hemp, what's going on? Says, looks like I'm late to the party tonight, LOL. I'll be sure to rewatch and comment, though. Happy weekend. Hope all is groovy. Very groovy, North American Hemp. Very groovy. Happy 4th of July, guys. I'm actually only 10 minutes behind on comments, but I'll get better at that. Yeah, if it gets to dial before 2026, great. If not, no big deal. Synox says, you have the right mindset to hit the billion. I don't even know what I'd do at that point. Like, that's it's so much money. So yeah, like, again, it's really crazy to think about, especially with the fact that I'm only 30 and I don't even have $1 million yet. But a lot of people have a lot more money than me, and can hit that. Again, where I go, like I never. The apartment I'm in is fine for me when I move into a place with Danielle, because she's another person and she has 3 cats, a dog, and a rat. I would move into a bigger place, but because of the stuff that she has, not for me. I would be fine with, okay, yeah, we'll share a bedroom, but can I have my own little office so I can be with you guys? Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. But maybe I'll get Dashy's, some personal things that I'd like to do. Maybe I'll get Dashy's brethren from that place in New York City. That'd be really fun prank if someone were to go to Lloyd's and say, like, hey, take a picture of Dashy. These dogs, you had 3 others. One of them is in London. The 2 others you had, where are they? And then just I go there and they're like, oh man, they bought them for like 10 grand and now they're holding them at ransom for 100 grand. That'd be a funny prank. But again, I also never want to go to the, because the Best Friends Animal Society has a thing where you get part of their golden circle if you donate $1,000 a year to them. Obviously, I've been doing that every single year for a while, but I never want to try to throw away money willy-nilly, even if it's just $1,000. Talking when you have hundreds of millions, because so much charities could do so much with that. And I get it. The rising tide raises all ships. Life does get better. I think the World Health Organization said that they wanted to, in the year 2000, that they wanted to have poverty, absolute poverty by 2015. But they did it by 2013. So they, things are a lot better than people think. You hear, based on, regardless of what the news says, things are a lot better than people think. And I do have a $5 super chat for Wraithback saying, smash that like button. You'll get E2 Jewel Karma 100%. We can guarantee it. That's a real thing. Okay, guys, but seriously though, smash that like button. That'd be great to get 20 likes on this video. But on after that, Grandmaster Wawa says, spoiled kids. You need a scapegoat. I can't spoil kids. The worst thing you could do to a human is give them everything they want when they're younger, and never tell them no. Worst thing, that's the best way to cripple a human. Thank you guys for 20 likes. That means the world to me. Synox says, you deserve 100,000 subs. Maybe one day I'll have it. I would think, yeah, I would. Yes, Investor Ali, I get you meant assets, not would I manage other people's butts. No. But yeah, I think one day I could get 100,000. I think it'll happen quickly, especially as VeVe goes to the moon, as Earth 2 goes to the moon, they get more popular. Well, who's like the big... again, you have the Bowl Combo, and you have Aria Realty that have more subscribers than me. And, a couple of other people that did, just because they just had the better video quality. Again, I'm moving on up in the world. I have a tablet now. But I do... I think as these two things grow, and as I'm right again on these several things, maybe people say, okay, maybe the high-risk lending and the Pokemon and the Tesla, and maybe this wasn't just luck, and the Bitcoin, and then the you know, and the OMI and the Earth too. Maybe he actually knows what he's talking about. Maybe then. I don't know when. Maybe they'll just say, "Oh, I got lucky again." I don't know. Um, Grandmaster Wild says, "Buy Patron once you are a billionaire." By Patreon or by Patron? Patron, I don't even know if I have it. But again, I like the simple things. Literally yesterday, oh god, my back. Oh god, my body. I love the game Fire Emblem, so I bought Fire Emblem Heroes because I still, at the very end of the day, I'm a nerd at heart. I love nerd type of things and culture. I love watching anime. Like I just, you know, I want to have a giant TV with an N64 and play Mario Kart on it, like Mario Kart N64, old school Super Smash Brothers. Like I never want I never want to be like those bougie. Oh, I come from money, and that is. And if I do, like, guys, let me know. Be like, hey, Chavez, like, you changed. That's not cool. You're not the same person that you were. And obviously, people change in general. They're always changing. But I remember telling that when I made senior airman in the Air Force, and I got it below the zone. It's basically a step promotion, like you got it early. And I go to a couple of my friends. Actually, my friend Jesse, who I just visited in Washington last month. Him, this guy Hawks, a bunch of other people. I was like, hey guys, listen, like, I understand that this means that, you know, I rank you now, and you know, whatever. But at the same time, you know, they're gonna put me in charge of a lot of stuff. But I'm still like the same person. I'm still like, you know, whatever. Don't, you know, if I ever do say, like, you know, like, order you around in like a non-cool way, just be like, hey, not cool. And it never happened. I never did. So I'd like to think that, you know, money wouldn't change me at all. Again, it hasn't. Again, I still feel the same way I was when I was 16. And when I was 16, I was poor AF. 19, poor AF. And now, it was insane. Yeah. And Raythax, thank you for that $5 super chat. Telling everyone to smash that like button. You get E2 Jewel Karma. Croner says, Randy, do you think we'll be able to add more tiles to our existing properties? E.g., have a $10 tile property, and my neighbor wants to sell his... Okay, so add more tiles to our... Yes, I do believe that you will be able to do that. Wants to sell his 20... Yeah, I believe you'll be able to do that and take whatever his property is, put it towards yours, put yours towards his, and you know, have it all there. Yes, I do believe you will do that. But I do remember the dev saying that you might not want to, because there will be more benefits for properties that are unchanged, that have never been tampered with, type of deal. So, but you'd definitely be able to. Proud Babylonian says, bun manager. Like a man bun? I don't know if I could do an actual man bun. I mean, I ponytail, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could manage my bun. Devin Elliott says, how do you use the jewels, or what are they going to be used for? And also, how do they distribute? I have a lot of property and only like 7 jewels. So, from what I can gather, is that the jewels, they spawn on your resource page, or they spawn on your property, but they appear on your resource page, you claim them, and then how you're going to be able to use them right now, if they put resources up tomorrow and you could use them, you just take the jewels and supposedly you're going to be able to put them on your properties and say, okay, now my property, if you get 2 jewels, you say, all right, now this property is increasing an extra 1% of resources, you know, each day or whatever, which is a little low in my opinion. So I wouldn't do that just yet. They did say they're going to have more utility in the future. You're going to be able to smash the jewels and have shards of jewels and combine them with other shards and make super jewels, those type of things. So my advice is just to not sell and not sell jewels, and don't use them. That's just what I'm doing. Buy them if you can. I'll be buying everyone's, or as much as I possibly can. JP says, oh me, oh me, oh me. Yeah, JP, we're doing it. We're becoming mighty. Pat Babyloni says, but sometimes as a superior or manager, you have to be uncool, unless you just have the perfect worker. So I did have that back in like 2010 or 2011 when I was working at a tropical smoothie. There was a couple of girls that, like, you could tell, like, never had jobs before. Like, oh, do I have to clean the bathroom? I don't really want to clean the bathroom. I was like, yeah, clean the freaking bathroom. It's like, come on. You have a job which people would kill for. Like, literally, like, you don't want to do it? Okay. But, like, be thankful for the job you have. but for the most part, the kids kept me laughing all day. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Um, and for the most part, I didn't have to do anything. I mean, the place with my leadership ran very, very smoothly. Um, and outside of that, yeah, again, it just ran smoothly, and I only really had to put my foot down like a couple of times, and it was just towards the kids that had really never had jobs before. Um, but again, it depends on. There was a couple of kids that never had jobs before, and they worked their butts off. I was like, good times. Synox says, in person, I don't look like a weeb, but I've definitely watched more anime than any of you guys, LOL. The person I sold that trophy Kangaskhan to, you see it in that picture. He is jacked AF. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, he's going to eat me and take my card. But he was such a chill dude. He was like a teddy bear. He's like, oh, yeah, man, what's going on? They're like, oh, what's good? Yeah, it's weird. Some people, like, honestly, you know which people that you might not expect to be weebs, but are totally weebs? Where I was just at the bar with my friend Ty, we're celebrating his 30th birthday. Black people. Black people like anime more than any other people I know, except for probably Asians. But they go hard on that. Anyone watches Long Beach Griffey? He is one of the funniest guys on Instagram, and he just talks about anime all the time. He's so cool. He's so chill. Half the guys that are just hanging out, all of anime, all go to Comic-Con. They're so chill. Such a great group. JP says, what's your current OMI count, and are you getting more? Current OMI count, it should be in the thumbnail, but if it's not, let me go and check for you in my handy-dandy trust wallet. And it is 22,007,494 OMI, and it is $66,000 or $65,000. And yes, I will get a little bit more before Comic-Con. The goal is to get 34 million total. By the time it reaches $3 per OMI. But I don't have a I don't really have a set goal in mind. I do want to get a bit more before Comic-Con. I don't know how much I can actually get. And again, when this reaches 10 cents, it's going to be so hard to get. A million OMI it's going to be $100,000. It's insane. At 10 cents, yeah. So it's insane. I don't think I could get that. I don't think I'd be able to get that goal at that point. So definitely before then, I'll let you know exactly what I can get. Synox says, at JP, how much OMI do you have? JP's got a lot. The Proud Babylonian says, the tiles I purchased in Sudan are up 27%. And actually, JP, if you want to work out a deal where I just PayPal you or wire you some money and then you send it over to my trust wallet, we could do that. We could do small bits at first and then do whatever if you want to sell at any certain point. But I think if I remember correctly, JP has 137 million OMI. Oh my goodness! If I had that amount of OMI, I think again I know you're going to sell well before this, but by 2040 I think this reaches $10. That's $1 billion. I wish I had JP's what he does right now. Again, JP's such a good human, such a good person. Definitely deserves everything that he has. Let's say at 10 cents, it's $13 million. That's incredible. And again, if you cash out there, no one's going to blame you. No one will blame you for that because you're deca-millionaire. Yeah, it's incredible. So good for you. Proud Babylonian says, the tiles I purchased in Sudan are up 27%. Get that bread, Proud Babylonian. C-Spill999 says, yo. Also says, why is OMI going up so high? I need to buy more. Well, I will have you know that I made it very vocal that I sold my Tesla and bought a lot of OMI. I now have 22 million OMI. I was just very vocal about it. Sold my Tesla for OMI. Selling my Pokemon cards for Bitcoin, OMI, and Earth 2. So a lot of people are saying oh, this dude's crazy. This dude, and I think a lot of people are looking into me now saying why is he doing this? And it's oh, he's been right about everything so far. So I think people are saying that, oh, Randy Chavez is putting all of his money in? Oh, we going all in. I'm pretty sure there's some people that don't even research. Oh, Randy Chavez is going? Yeah, I'm in. It's all good. I don't even need it. I'm in. Um, yeah, JP said it had 74 million. Then when it went lower, bought another 50 million. Yeah, JP is a mad lad of the highest order, the best person, god tier level. JP says, then I sold all my Matic and ADA and a portion of Bitcoin for the rest to get to that number. You mad lad. I love you so much. JSpill99 says, I guess I'll be selling my basketball cards. I sold my prize Pokemon. I literally killed myself last year to get. I sold that. Now I got a lot of trade-in cards I'm going to try to sell as well. But yeah, selling a lot of stuff. Get as much OMI as I can. JP says, I mean, I want to sell at 10 cents. But the more you talk about being a decamillionaire, the more I want to hold a decent portion. Yeah, I mean, at 10 cents, you know, if you want to sell 10 million and get $1 million, you still have $127 million left. Or 127 million OMI, you have $1 million. I'm sure you could live on that. I hope. Yeah, go do that, and then keep the rest. And if you want to sell another million, you know, like every year, yeah, and sell another million every year for the next 5 years or whatever. Yeah, it reaches $1. When it reaches $1, I think by 2026, a bunch of people in the chat yeah, if you see that interview by Alfred Khan, it's gonna be before then. I still say by 2026. But 5 years, you're 100 millionaire if it reaches $1, you know, by the end of 2026, which is where I think it will. JP, you're so much. And again, I think you're a little older than I am. I think you're about 40-ish, give or take. I don't want to call you out here. I don't want to air any of your laundry, but that's still young. That my friend Tina's in her 40s. You know, she runs a dog grooming shop, and you know, she just had foot surgery, and she's still booking it. She's like, feel good. They had surgery on my foot, but I feel good. It's like, Tina, you got to slow down. You know, some people don't start businesses until they're in their 40s. You know, and 40's young, man. But by all means, so if you want to sell 10 million at 10 cents, you have 127 million left, and then you're a millionaire. Cool. And then sell, you know, another 10 million when it reaches 20 cents. You have another $2 million, 117 million still, and then sell another 10 million when you have 50 cents, and then you have 107 million still, and then you have another $5 million. Yeah, I'm very, very jealous of the fact that you're able. I'm super happy, super jealous. Yeah, 100 millionaires is a lot. And again, yeah, so I'm just very, very happy for you. And again, at some point in the next 3 to 5 years, there's probably going to be something also huge that I was like, this is going to. It's very. We're in a time where it's very lucky. Where most times you didn't have this. Maybe some people 20 years ago got into Google or Amazon or Apple, and they hodled for so long and they got that. But now things go so much quicker. You know, maybe you got into Tesla in 2010 or 2011, whatever. But again, from 2013 to 2018, Tesla literally traded sideways for 6 years. So, but now things are going a lot quicker, a lot faster. And I do believe that with virtual reality and all these different things, you're going to have more and more companies reach $100 billion, you know, very, very easily, you know, a lot quicker than they have in the past. So, you know, startups, things that I do, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, again, I think in the next 3 to 5 years, we could have another investment similar to this, similar to Bitcoin, OMI, and Earth 2 that just go to the moon. Caden Reap says, I think you can expect profit taking on OMI now for another dip to 0.0. If it goes to 0.0016, I am selling everything I can and getting it. I'll get another 10 million OMI. I'll get another 10 million OMI if it goes down to 0.0016. I will. Mark my words. You have my word. If it goes down to that, I don't care when it happens. If it goes down to that, get another 10 million OMI. C-Spill says, even my strip club money. JP says, credit card debt is in my future, but F it. There is only one in a lifetime chance of this crazy stuff. Yeah. Again, you have a winning hand right now, JP. That winning hand is OMI. Again, I would not sell. I'm not selling. If you want to just pay off some of that credit card debt, you know, by the end of this year or early next year when you sell, you know, 10 million, 15 million of them, and pay that off because it's going to be a good feeling to pay off that credit card debt, yeah, go and do that, and then just live a debt-free life for a while. Proud Babylonian says, I haven't even been to a strip club in seemingly forever. Been a while. Oh, JP, you're 36. That's even better. That's even better. You're not even 40. You're not even 40. That's so great. Yeah, I haven't been to a strip club in a while either. I think I took my friend Thomas to one last year. No, this year. I don't know. It was a couple months ago. He likes the big boobs. So, shout out to my friend Thomas. Caden Reeves says, any teenagers here besides me? Proud Babylonian's 44, JP's 36. I feel like I'm 16. Does that count? I do have a couple of my friends. My friend and his kid who I was also friends with. I was friends with some of her friends. I think some of them watch me. So maybe them. I'm not sure though. Synox says at JP. He said Synox says JP has cracked the simulation. The alien that's playing his character is on fire right now. Yeah. Which again, the longer I look into it, the more I think that we are in a simulation, and the more that I think that the person who had my avatar, it just got put most of my stats into luck, and most of my points that you could put in, just put it into luck. Okay, born with a decent brain, a decently athletic body, and put through enough hardships where I'm not like spoiled or anything, and I'm very, very thankful for certain things. And yeah, JP's person that got that on fire, he just got a bonus. It's like, oh yeah, we just got to hang on for a few years. My character's going to be Oprah rich. Caden Reep said, would you be scared if OMI went to 4 decimal places? I'd be super excited. Because again, I know where this company's going. I know where the coin is going. I would sell, oh God, I'd sell Bitcoin. I would sell everything to get OMI at that price. I would literally, I would say take my first edition Venusaur PSA 10 worth $19,000. Just take it just to get OMI to that price so I can sell everything else and get it at that level. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. That would be insane. That happens. Again, there's a potential of a crypto winter this year. And if that happens, the coins that whatever they're at right now, shave another 60 or 70% off of them. That happens. Oh my God, we could buy so much at such a huge discount. Again, I don't know or care what things do in the short term, but in the long term, I know where we're heckin' going. Yeah, I don't believe that the crypto winter is going to happen, though. I don't believe we'll get that opportunity just because Bitcoin, again, I believe, is going to have that Bitcoin ETF passed, and we're going to be able to be in a super cycle, and everything's just going to moon really, really quickly. Again, just my belief. Show Me the Money says, have you ever met with other life forms? Like fish, and animals. I've never met an alien, I don't think. If I did, I didn't know. Yeah, I don't even, some people in my job could get stationed at Area 51, but the people that I know that work there, they're yeah, we outside of the lunch area, you don't really talk to anyone else that actually does anything important. Because based on the card that you have, it goes down to the elevator that you can, if basically the card that they give you only accesses the certain floor that you're allowed to get off at, aside from the cafeteria. So even if you get close to certain type of things where there might be aliens, you just can't. It's literally impossible. It would take it's impossible. It would take the biggest job ever, and outside of that, of it taking the biggest job ever, if you could maybe complete just to talk to an alien, you're dead or you're in prison and you can never tell anyone. So yeah, and that's if they're even there. Investor Ali says, I'm a lot younger than what you would think. Are you 30, Investor Ali? If you're in your 20s, I'd be so happy for you if you're in your 20s. Investor Ali, let me know if you're in your 20s. You don't have to say an exact age, but yeah. Ricky Britt says, would you invest more at the current price? Yeah, again, the only reason I'm not right now is because I don't want to invest, the money that I have, and then suddenly, before I sell my Pokemon cards to replenish that money, Earth 2 crypto comes out, and then I'm like, I missed it. So I don't want that to happen. So I do want to keep some money for myself. But yeah, if I had more money, or if Earth 2, let's say if I traded Pokemon cards for Earth 2 crypto, whatever, yeah, I'll take this money. I more. I do want to buy more OMI. I will buy more before San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know how much, though. Caden Reeves says, I can't make myself do it right now. Too high in my opinion. I thought you, never mind. No. Too high in my opinion, but I'm nobody. Again, that's fine. That when you said too high, I thought you meant something else. Too high in my opinion, but I'm nobody. So the reason why I have no issue buying here is because, yes, we've been at 0.0012, but we've also been at a penny, and here we're literally at 70% off of penny, where you could buy there. Where it's not a bad idea to buy there because it will go to 10 cents inside of 2 years. I think potentially even by the end of this year. So I have no issue buying that because it'll still go up. I was buying at 0.007 and 0.008. The fact that it's gone down this low and we're able to get so much is literally a gift from the God. What I think is because the person controlling the alien controlling my avatar has so much luck in me that they just he's getting into this. Let's have Bitcoin crash, have like a 60% correction, just so OMI can go down, just so I can buy more OMI. I honestly think that's what happened. And then Earth 2 is gonna as it starts to go up, Earth 2 crypto will release. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. JP says my original 4 million was at 1 cent, $40,000 for 4 million. Then I waited until it dropped. Saw my profile at one time take an 85% haircut. Is JP worried? He's not worried. He's not freaking out. It's a great coin. He's going to buy more. So JP actually bought in before that I did at a penny, because it was a penny before it reached 0.007, 0.008. And again, JP put all in that money, 85% haircut. He's not freaking out. Am I freaking out? I bought a 0.07, 0.008. I never freaked out. I just dollar cost average. I want to get more water. I'll be right back. Okay, my body. I cannot sit in that chair for that long anymore. What I'm going to have to do is get like a gaming chair to my butt. Oh, water does the body good. Proud Babylonian says you could call it a simulation, but I look at it more as a straining process. A mix of Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, pagan, and Native American views is how I see it. There's a lot of different ones. I like Singapore. I think Singapore has no ghettos because they're whatever the population is. The population is Hindu, they're a Hindu nation. The population is Christian, they're a Christian nation. So they don't have ghettos for that reason, if I remember correctly. Which is really, really cool. So I like that. C-Spill99 says, once we hit big, we should all have an OMI convention in Miami. I think they're planning it for Vegas. I think Earth 2 is planning it. I think Earth 2 and OMI are both planning it for Vegas. Excuse me. So yeah, hopefully I'll be in better shape by that time. I'm going to go running in the morning. I still work out. I just eat a lot, so I have to calm everything down. Definitely not in the shape that I was. But I will... so I don't know when that'll be. Is it $1 where people will meet in Vegas? Yeah, that would make sense. Proud Babylonian says, I believe in reincarnation, and once you, or if you, become ready, you can reunite with the Godhead or Source. So I think I've heard that before, not necessarily reincarnation or Godhead, but it's like you start as one part in the universe, and you keep going through several life forms until you're ready enough to go back to the stars. Like you don't go back to the stars. You die. You keep going until so maybe and maybe as going back to the stars that's the last thing, and then you watch others do their journey, which it sounds cool. All of these theories, all of these interesting aspects of what could happen, is just so fascinating to read about. It's just people's interpretation of the universe, which is awesome and cool. Ricky Brett says, JP, that's a big cut, but great that you have lowered your average by price. Yeah, it's great, awesome. C-Spell says, I'm going to need a drink if OMI keeps running up like this. What is it now? Let's take a look, see. And oh my god, I have so many I'm okay. Where am I? So many notifications. We have again, it oh, did it dip below? Oh god, where am I? Oh my God! I keep getting these ads, and I keep clicking on the ads. So it did in the last couple of hours. It was 0.00299 at 10:20, an hour before I started streaming. Since then, it has not dipped below the 0.003 mark. Or is it? There we go. It hasn't dipped below that mark. So it was something that is, again, I do see the, go the past 7 days. It's so hard to tell. I would say maybe 0.00255 or, yeah, it's so hard to tell. 0.00193 might be the low point. And when I say that, 0.00193, there we go. That seems to be the low point. That seems to be the floor, the base, for this part. But again, that's only the last 30 days, and that's really only the last, 8 days, like the last week. Thank you guys for 25 likes. That means the world to me. So yeah, that's something that you can't really call, because again, look at the last 3 months where we've had so many cool things happen, since April, and it's just gone down. It's just gone down. We've had so many catalysts that should make it go up. This should be 3 to 5 cents right now, in my opinion. Because again, since March, where we go to that high, we've had so many insane. I'm gonna make this lower so you can all see it. I hope. There we go. You've had so much insane growth, or you've had so much. Yeah, the VeVe app has had so much insane growth, so much insane catalyst and announcement that you just don't expect it to go down, but it does. So again, it's not going down because the company's bad and the company's reporting losses. It's going down because Bitcoin went down. It's dragging all the altcoins down with it. So, yeah. Oh, I have more likes than I do viewers. That is interesting. JP says that was 40K. Then I put in another 300K for the rest of the bag. Yeah. JP says invest it all into OMI, all or nothing. If I wanted to sell my Bitcoin right now, which God, I should not do that. I am pissed at myself for even thinking about selling all that Bitcoin for it, $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, to buy more OMI. That would be insane. But that would literally be like 40 million OMI, 40 extra million OMI, which again I won't do. But God, that'd be insane. I'd have almost half of what JP has, so that would be interesting. Or maybe only like 33 million OMI, give or take. Proud Babylonian says, Coinbase has become complete trash for me because it always gives this stupid notice continually popping up, and you can't trade because of the intrusive one. That sucks. You trade on your phone? Do you trade on a tablet? I trade on my phone. Coinbase is usually fine on my phone. But I haven't traded in a couple days, so I don't know. Synox says, JP, you and I got the same risk tolerance. If only I had that type of money. To get that type of money, again, he's 36. And it takes a while to get that type of money. Like I didn't have this money 5 years ago when I was in the military. I didn't. Got out of the military. I told you I started with like $3,000, a little less than $3,000. It has been an hour and a half, so time for my 90-minute Patreon member shout out. What we going on here? Singing Radiohead at the top of our lungs with the boombox blaring as we're falling in love. Got a bottle of whatever, but it's getting us drunk. Singing Here's to Never Growing Up. Call up all our friends. Go hard this weekend. All right. JP says, I never invested in crypto. I pay everything in cash, including the house I recently sold. I have no life. I'm frugal. I save and save and save. JP, all of this, your whole life has literally been leading up to this, and it is about to pay off in the hugest way in the next couple of years. I'm so happy for you. And when you do say take some profit, enjoy yourself a little bit. Like, trust me, enjoy yourself. Maybe you feel a little bit of, ooh, I spent that much money, or you have that much money. Like, enjoy yourself. You deserve it. You really do. Ricky Britt says, JP, I wish I could invest 10% of that. Yeah, again, and the way I got all this money is because I put everything I had in the high risk investing. every single thing I had. Why? Because that's what made me money, and I lived like a For those of you that used to watch me before I moved, the last 5 months, I lived right next to a boiler. I lived literally right next to a boiler. There was a door separating me and the boiler, but that was it. I lived in a room that was right next to the boiler, and I did that with no air conditioning. I still don't have air conditioning. I had no mattress. I had no bed. I had a mattress, but the last several years I haven't had a bed. I've just used a mattress because I've been putting every single thing into both of my businesses, into Pokemon cards, into Tesla, and that's where it's gotten me. Like, I was eating Taco Bell every day, and I made a video the other day where I said I keep my bank account as low as possible. The other day, it was literally like 2-3 weeks ago, where I put out a video where it shows my Citibank account as less than $200 in it, or it has less than $300 in it. Why? Because I need to have it like that. Because if I have too much money in my account, but again, I'm kind of semi-alcoholic, like an addict, so I don't, I can't have that, or else it's not good for me. But that's why I donate a lot of money too, because it helps me keep my bank account low. Synox says, yeah, JP is the GOAT. So Spill says even better. Synox says, if simulation theory is true, everything is possible. Reincarnation, religion, aliens. It just depends how they program it. Oh, that's a good point. That is a really good point. Everything is possible. And it's possible that some people get reincarnated, some people aren't. Some people go to a heaven that they program. Oh, I haven't even thought of that before. That's a really good point. Good call. Show Me the Money says, true, reality can only be found in the dialectical experience of oneself within Earth 1, within Earth 2. Only then can you break the bonds of slave morality and actualize the true self. That is deep AF. Caden Reeves says, happy 4th, everyone. Thank you, Randy, for service. Oh, yes, no problem. I appreciate the support. It does help. Dashy's wearing my old hat. And JP's like, ooh, please don't make that a meme. That'd be great. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. Happy 4th. I have so much to do tomorrow. I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Synox says, I just turned 25. Just paid off $10,000 of debt. Hope to God this $8.5 million only goes to $1 so I can pay my parents' house off. They get super stressed about money. Proud Babylonians, happy 4th. Peace. Yeah, Synox. That'd be good too. Oraleguemastin. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Synox. That's definitely something that a lot of people have goals. Pay their parents' house off. It's a good idea. Do you receive it today? I know you do. But we never like to close our stream without giving you the opportunity to make Dashi the Lord of your life. Friends, will you pray with me? Will you say, Lord Dashi, I repent of my sins. I ask you to come into my heart, and I make you my Lord and Savior. Friends, if you pray that simple prayer, we believe you got born again. Get in a good Dashi-based church. Make Dashi first place. Dashi will take you places that you never even dreamed of. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Bye-bye, Snakehead. Peace, my guy. Peace, everyone. Caden Reap says, woof, woof. I'm out. Bye, Randy. All right, and and then I will go with a Patreon member shout out to all my peeps, and thank you, Wraithax, for those super chats. That does mean the world to me. I don't care about my makeup. I like it better with my jeans all ripped up. Don't know how to keep my mouth shut. You say, so what? Don't know how to keep... I like it better than the hipster bull. I am a mother flapping princess. You still love me. All right, bye guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye, everyone. Happy 4th. Meow, 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 meow.